Now I think I'm live. I'll do what everyone else does and wait a few minutes. Hey, Joe. I see Joe. I see Jason. Hello, Joe and Jason. Okay, just double checking that I see everything live. I guess you're checking your phone. I see that. Let me post in the chat. Anyone here? Maybe can anyone hear me? I'll sit here and wait. I've got time. Hey, Joe. Joe, do you hear me? I guess I could listen on my phone. Yes. I guess I could listen. Okay, there it is. You hear me. Hello. Okay, I'm doing a short little stream, just kind of testing it out. We've got at my office, we got the posters. I've got some records here. I'm just going to show some of my grunge records. It won't be very long. There's the Hollywood Record Show, which is 7 to midnight tonight. I'm supposed to meet a few people there, so I plan on going there. Oh, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to talk about this record, the Wailers at the Castle. Oops, can't do that. The Wailers at the Castle. Jimi Hendrix used to play at the Castle. That was in Des Moines. I grew up in Auburn and Lake Tapps, Washington. And in Des Moines, Washington, they had this club called the Castle. The Wailers played there. Lots of people played there in the late 50s, early 60s. My mother's friends went there. And it was the place to be. It's probably 25 minutes south of Seattle. And let's see if I can bring me up here. I got me up there talking. I'm not very zoomed in. Let's try. Go back to me. And let's do that. The Fabulous Wailers at the Castle. This is on Etiquette. The Wailers kind of started it all. I have the singles. I started off with grunge and did a lot of grunge stuff and then went backwards. You can't really see. Mookie Blaylock Records. Well, you mean like acetates that didn't actually come out? I might have that. I don't know how long of a delay there is. Let's see. You've never shown a thing there, hey, Joe? Okay. And then we got controversy. Oh, well. Uh-oh. Already, it's like 2 seconds into this stream, and the most hated guy is here. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go quick. Wailers, this one's sealed. A lot of the Wailers I'm not too into, so I passed them real fast. That's the Wailers. Well, the next thing we've got here is the Sonics. I know I'm supposed to, if it's easy to take it out, I will take it out. So what I'll do is, this one is the Sonics mono. And you can't see it. I need the stereo. I know they're better in mono. They sound better than mono. But I want the stereo, I want the mono. Let's see, I can put that there. And I go to here. Should have done a shortcut, and that'll go up there. With that up there, the Sonics run Etiquette. The Wailers that we just showed, oh, shit, never mind. Stereo. I always get it mixed up. So let's see, I go like that. Boink. So the Sonics run Etiquette as well. The Supersonics were named after them. This is their first album. The mono is the one you want. This is stereo. Side 2. But you definitely, once you have the mono, you want the stereo. So I have this, I have the stereo, and I've got an 82 reissue, an 89, a 93. I've got mini versions of this. Let's see. Turn this around. I'll talk a little, actually, you can't have that. Let me talk a little bit about the Sonics. The singles, which Psycho, I wish I could probably play it. Sonics is great. The Sonics, they're touring now, and actually they've been doing some shows. Most of them died off. There's one original member, and the main guitar player now is Evan, who was in the Boss Martians, and he produced an album in the show that I'm not putting out, but I'm assisting putting out. It comes out in 2 weeks, and I'll show it. And Evan is now a guitar player in the Sonics, but he also did all the music for my friend. Next album, actually, no, that's not the next album. The Sonic Boom. And actually, no. Now I'm confusing. Now that I'm on a stream. Okay, someone knows which one's first. The Sonic Boom. And actually, it's... Why am I forgetting? I'm having a brain drain. Well, we're going to go with introducing the Sonics. Next, I can go back here. This is stereo, also on Jordan. Original. I need the mono. I will go and show the label. I wish you could play. I don't know if you can really see the label too much. The Sonics are loud and proud. I don't think my mom liked the Sonics. Let's go. We'll take that, and then we can go back to that. And I think we could. Well, that happens. I go back to the chat. Okay, Jason said something. We'll put that up there while I get the next one up. And pretty much this is me trying to bounce around. And go back. Introducing the Sonics. Pretty much the first 3 albums are the one you want. And you want the mono and the stereo of each. The singles are now like $50, $60. Those are good as well, and they're probably better. Introducing the Sonics. Actually, I think this is 1967. Introducing the Sonics. So, brain drain. Sonic Boom. Look at that. So now, when you see the Sonics, that is what they have, the poster. And then Evan, I think he's like right there. I'm going to do that. Sonic Boom. This is mono, and I need the stereo. So this is the one you want. I'll put that up there. So the Hollywood Record Show is going on tonight. It's in Burbank. It's not too far away. It's pretty overpriced. They get all these dealers that come in and bring their Holy Grails and in bad condition, and they put them up there for $600, and they sit there all weekend. And it's on this great purple table. Next time I'll have to do the camera shot so you don't see it so much. I'm not going to avoid that camera. That is the Sonics. These are like must-have Seattle stuff. I'm going to go a little faster. I'm not going to do all the labels here. I'm just going to almost roll quick. But I am going to put them away when I do my exit. And yeah, I wish I could play them. Okay, jump to 1979. Nope, 1980. The Heats. They were the Heaters in 79, but there was like an LA band called the Heaters. And So they had to change their name. They were power pop. There are a few YouTube stations that talk about them. And this is a test pressing for them. The drummer, Ken Deans, I know really well. When the Sonics played at the Roxy probably 10 years ago, before two of them died off, I met Ken Deans there, and he introduced me to a few people, and it was really interesting. And he currently now is the head technical production manager of Coachella, I think. Coachella and the country music one, everything that happens over at Indio, and he's done that for a long time. But he also was Alice in Chains manager in '89. The company that he was with, they managed a bunch of bands, and so he went on, and he was really integral into what was going on into the Seattle scene. So that was '80. I'm not talking singles. So the next thing, I'll take this out. I was 13, and I was 13, living in Lake Tapps. My brother came home, and actually, I won't take it out of the thing. My brother came home and said, I just heard this band. It's like 1982, and Queensryche. This is their first EP. This is the best that Queensryche has. You don't get any better with Queensryche than this. The band was something else. They changed their name to Queensryche. They found the singer. He was like a proggy guy, and he wanted to be more prog. And eventually, that's what he did. He led the band to be more prog, and eventually left because the band wanted to be hard rock. It was on EMI America, that label, but the label originally was the 206 label, Easy Street Records in West Seattle. The owners of that owned 206, and so they went and financed the EP and paid a bunch of stuff for these guys, and then they went to LA and got a deal with EMI, and now the rest is history. So this album and Warning is the best they've got. I love it. I mean, I've had the other albums, but it doesn't really do too much for me. But Queensryche. So my brother came home from a party. He saw Queensryche, and he told me about it, and I have been a fan ever since. And that was right around the Quiet Riot time, when I actually liked Quiet Riot and Wasp. So that is Queensryche. Leads us to, God, I don't even remember this. It's 1990, so it's out of order, so I won't go there. The Green River. I'm just going to jump right to Green River. This is their first album with green insert sub pop. Actually, no, I'm really bad at this. Right there. So I got Green River. Lead singer Mudhoney, Mark Arm, was the lead singer of this band. The bass player, the guitar player, people ended up going to Temple of the Dog. So now I'm going to go fast. Green River, more Green River. So this is the white label promo hole pink. This is Come On Down, and this is a jackpot reissue. This one is the first pressing green vinyl with a sub pop insert. And then this one, actually I'll put that, comes with the insert. Mark Arm, Drum Alex, and Bruce Fairweather had gone to Mother Love Bone, Jeff Ament, going to Pearl Jam, Temple of the Dog, Stone Gossard. See, Stone Gossard has been the man for such a long time. And then Jack and Dino, I've got some other records coming that we'll talk about Jack. But Green River, I went to Green River Community College. I used to live right by the Green River, where the Green River Killer came from, in Auburn and Kent. So Green River is a big part of the Northwest. I'm going to take a drink. Okay, I'm going to do, I spill my drink. I'm going to bring in a chat. Who's talking? And Mark, there you go. Boom. And then more Green River, and more Green River, and more Green River. So, yeah, I've got, this is the UK promo. First issue Black. Yeah, I've got a lot of Green River. Then Green River broke up. We'll go back to here. Stone Gossard. Brad, yeah. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Green River broke up, and now my favorite band of all of Seattle is this band right here. Mother Love Bone. Mother Love Bone is the best band out of Seattle. In my opinion, it's, oh my God, I love it. And Andy Wood, big fan of Andy Wood. Saw Mother Love Bone, actually, and this is sealed, so that is what is going to put that up there. They played at Kent Skate King, which is right down the road from my high school. And 89, you find that on YouTube. They played a bunch of they played the Vogue in Seattle. They played at numerous places. Andy Wood was in Malfunkshun. Oh, I didn't bring. Malfunkshun just had the record store day, and they had a bunch of their songs. He was in Malfunkshun before this band. And then we got Jeff Ament was, and Jeff Ament of Pearl Jam. He designed most, no, that stupid thing. He designed most of the art of all their stuff, Green River stuff, Mother Love Bone stuff. Jeff Ament was ours, and the posters. I have Soundgarden, Melvin. Okay. I do have one Malfunkshun thing. So Malfunkshun was Andy Wood, and that's the Accused. And this is probably 84, 85. Wild Dogs, they were in LA, and they opened, and they were hard and heavy. The drummer at the time went to high school with them. They were like, I believe, Bainbridge Island. I got an internship at Cairo TV News in 84, like right as Kurt Cobain died, and my boss was Dave Reese, and he was in Malfunkshun. I think in 80, he went to high school with them, and then he left soon after. Got to do. Okay. Well, Mudhoneys are my favorite. I remember you saying that, Ryan Ritchie, that Mudhoney was your favorite. And we got two of them. Yep, Chloe Dancer. Yes, I do enjoy that. And then, yes, Stone is also in Pearl Jam. And we got that. Money are great. So, favorite band of all of the stuff that's going on. I'm going to put this back in the sleeve. Actually, no, I can't do that. I need to figure out a way you can look at something while otherwise I'm going to be here for an hour just putting this stuff out of the sleeve. Okay. Mother Love Bone, Apple. 1990, this was their first real full LP. Unfortunately, this is the first Australian. I need the US, and it's been a holy grail for a long time. For some reason, I didn't pick it up. They had this promotional item in Apple, and I owned that 20 years ago and sold it for $700, and I was rich, but now it goes for thousands. Let's see. Hey, Joe, there's someone who's got this for $600. I need the US version. I'll put that there. I'll go back over here. Put that up there. Andy Wood died. He lived with Chris Cornell. They were roommates at the time, and he was a heroin addict, like so many people seems to have been. He died. It was a big thing, and it was right as they were really getting huge. They were kind of glammy, hard rock, fun. They've got some videos on YouTube. It doesn't really do them justice than when you see them live, because it's like a totally different thing. Oh shit, I forgot the War Babies album. That's such a big part of that. Okay, so Mother Love Bone, favorite band of Seattle. I have the promo only. You can't read it. Promo not for sale. It is the Capricorn Sister Stardog Champion, and it comes with, this is obviously after she's dead. It comes with a letter, Mother Love Bone. November 2nd, 1992. The now quite legendary Mother Love Bone are a band with quite a history, featuring bassist Jeff Ament, Stone Gossard, and now Pearl Jam, blah, 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 and talk about a CD. Best band out of Seattle. And I also have Shangri-La test pressing. So this is not really good. You can't really see the labels. I'm sorry. Test pressing, I got that many years ago. Put that up there. Actually, maybe you can see it when I do that. And that. And when I do that, I will go back to comments. Mudhoney's great. Stone is also in Pearl Jam. Okay, we saw that. Nothing new. And kind of out of order, but it is what it is. It's 7. The record's, it's opening now. Tad. Love Tad. Like Tad. Liked Tad for a long time. There was a club called the Off Ramp in Seattle, and he would play there a lot. He would watch bands there a lot. Temple of the Dog's first show was there. Tad played Nirvana, opened for Tad numerous times. Tad and Nirvana and Mudhoney toured Europe in '89, and Mudhoney was more popular. Tad was big. I remember just seeing him in the audience. He would bump a joint from people, and he was a nice, friendly guy. This cover of 8-Way Santana, the artist of this cover, Butch Vig, actually produced this, like he produced all the other stuff. And the back photo by Charles Peterson, who's done all the good photos back in the day. But I guess someone found this photo at a Goodwill or a thrift store, I think in Kent, Washington. They said it'd be a good idea for the cover, and they did it. And then they got sued. And so these are a little more valuable than the other ones when you see them grabbing, because the couple, they broke up, but then they sued. So, yep. Tad. Okay. This asshole. Catt Butt. Catt Butt is a band, this is probably 1989. Let me look. It was on Sub Pop. James Bertie Shaw was the guitar player. He was Catt Butt. He was in 64. He was in a bunch of bands. I've got a comp coming that I'll talk about him. But right here, E-Rock, went to high school with him. He's the drummer. He's a freaking idiot. He was never nice to me in high school. He joined a bunch of bands. I think he was in the Best Kissers, and he just was a prick. And so for some reason, and then my friend Jerry, who's passed away, was in a band, and we put up some records with him. He was in his band, and he just took advantage of him a lot. But Best Kissers, they do have, or Catt Butt, they do have a few good albums. And my mother hated Catt Butt, the name of Catt Butt. She hated Catt Butt. She hated Butthole Surfers. But I just don't like E-Rock, is what they called him. I wish we could play some of this. And this was 88, 89. Okay. I've got the Soundgarden EP. This is original. I've like forgotten most of the stuff already. Original orange. We're going to pull this out. Hunted Down. The song has Hunted Down. It was the first Sub Pop single. And I'm going to do a video. I have every Sub Pop single, Volume 1, Volume 2, and most of Volume 3, including Love Buzz. I've got many signed Soundgarden singles and a few LPs. But my favorite era of Soundgarden is 88, 89. When I saw Nirvana in 1989, they played at my community college, Green River Community College. You couldn't understand what he was saying. You couldn't understand the lyrics. But Chris Cornell, you could better. So I liked them better. And then it switched and I liked Nirvana. And then I went back to Soundgarden and I really like him. I got more. This is the Fopp test pressing. This was about June 15th. I guess that's 89. I just don't remember. I didn't do any research. I just grabbed a bunch of records and came out. I'll put that up there. I will go there and I'll put that there, and I'm just going to drink. Okay. I got this. I don't remember when I got this. A long time ago. Next one. Not my second. So Mother Love Bone's my favorite band. This band, actually individual, is one of my favorite individuals. Dead Moon. Fred Cole. They're actually out of Portland. I've got all their records, all their singles. He was in the Weeds, which they changed their name to the Lollipop Shop. That was 66, 67. And then he was in Zipper, in 1975, was hard rock. And then he was in Rats, which is 1980. And then Dead Moon. He opened his own record plant. And so he was Tombstone Records. And it was just a three-piece. They would play at the Color Box in Seattle. And they'd just get up and they didn't look like much. And then they just rocked. It was great. His voice is so unique. I mean, it turned a lot of people off, but I loved it. This guy, rest in peace. She's a Republican, crazy lady, but I still like her. And he's dead as well. Dead Moon is great. I've seen them probably 10 times, have all their singles, and I've been trying to collect all the early singles as well. Okay. Flower, test pressing. Oh, you can't really see it. This is when they went to SST. And Flower, Head Injury, Toy Box. Flower's all right. I don't really like the other songs too much. Okay. This is, I guess, for Lionel Richie. I'll take this one out. Mudhoney. This cover is great. This is probably their best known album, I would think. Mark Arm, and it's interesting because Mark Arm was the lead singer of Green River. He worked for Sub Pop for many years. Maybe he still does. They were the headlining. They left Green River, started Mudhoney with Steve Turner, and they went to Europe with Tad and Nirvana and a bunch of bands. They were the top dog, but they never really broke. I don't know. He probably still lives in an apartment. I'm not sure. And it's a bummer. All his friends are Jeff Ament and Chris Cornell and all the top people in Seattle and made all this money. And I don't know if he did. And it was his voice. I mean, his energy, his voice, but his voice shouldn't have been. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting a question. Oh, that still says, I still have that up there. I'm sorry. Let's do that. US pressing only European has touched me. I'm sick. I think no. This is an original US on Sub Pop, 1988. All right. Yeah, this is a G, but let me see because I forgot. Remember 1988 Sub Pop Records. Yes. Do I have an insert? I do have something. Well, Nevermind. It's got a download code. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mudhoney's still great though, but I don't think they had download codes. Okay, I grabbed these in a hurry. Mudhoney, download code. What the hell? You could turn this off and go watch somebody else. Download code. I have 3 or 4 Mudhoney. They're not the top 5 of my Seattle bands. And when the download code came, I didn't download it. But I love Mark Arm. I met him once, and he's been trying that for so long. Okay. Download code. Okay, Nirvana. I will put this one. See, I hate taking these out of the cover. This is the UK first press. I will take 1989 UK white. Good, I can remember that, which is always really nice. I'll put that over there. And ahead of their time, download cards in 89, yes. So this is an OG UK. It is Nirvana Bleach. This is their best album, in my opinion. Okay, I didn't even turn the thing on. Yeah, I should have shortcuts. No. Yeah, I need a foot pedal. I could zoom in with a foot pedal. White vinyl, it's missing the poster. I've got a US, it's missing the poster. My holy grail is that poster. If I had that poster, this is $2,000. Without the poster, I don't know, $1,500? I'm not really sure. But okay, we'll go. Actually, I've got my window open. At first, Blue, Floyd the Barber, About a Girl, School, Big Cheese, Paper Cuts. Nothing. I didn't really like anything until Negative Creep. I guess I was having a bad weekend, and that sunk in, and I love that. I lived in Auburn, Washington in November of 1988. I think Love Buzz came out. I bought a copy, and then in '89, 5 months later, at Green River Community College, they played. I was going to school there at the time. By then, I think I wrote my name on it. I gave it to some people, and I kind of trashed it. And it took me years to find another one. I've had two since. Now I have one. Number 373. There's like an Italian website that documents them. But that's like the holy grail of Nirvana collecting. Okay, what do we got here? Nirvana Bleach. This is the US pressing. US pressing, can't really see it. And it's pretty similar. You're splitting hairs if you're trying to compare the UK and the US of Bleach. If you're either splitting hairs or you're a little pretentious, it's the same. It's fine. Even though the 91 reissue, I don't think we need to have that conversation. Let me go back to the chat. What time is it? 7:12. I got to go buy some records. What do we got here? I had the white vinyl of Bleach, but it is missing. Oh, I've got a few big ticket items that is missing, and it's quite annoying. Okay, I've got a couple comps going backwards. Before I put it up, I remember 64 Spiders. That's what it is. Okay. This was 1989. Another Fiery Victory. The one compilation of dead Seattle God bands. Okay, so this is a comp from on CZ Records. There's Green River, H Hour, and Johnny Clint was in H Hour. We'll get to him because I've got a Willard album with Johnny Clint and a few other things. And then Darren Peters and Tad Doyle was drums from Tad on H Hour. I'm going to put that up. And H Hour, My Eye. I don't recognize anybody. 64 Spiders. Remember that guy I said that I did not like from high school? That was Catt Butt. He was the drummer. Well, James, he was a guitar player. They were a big band in Seattle at the time. They played everywhere. He's really good. And he was in that. So they played songs from them. And then Malfunkshun. So Malfunkshun, Green River, 64 Spiders, My Eye, H-Hour, another Malfunkshun. Malfunkshun was Andy Wood's band with Andy Wood's brother and my boss at my internship. And then Green River again. This has 3 Green River tracks. I'll put that up there. Go to eBay. Find that record because it's a great comp. On CZ Records, it is a really good comp if you like that old stuff. And that would be 1989. And we're going to go full. Oh, dang, I need a shortcut because I can. Actually, yeah, you can look at that. Look at that. So I need a way that I could zoom in while I drink my beer. Where I can zoom in. Can you read that? I don't know if you can read that. I should probably have like a sidekick who says you can read it or laughs at the jokes or something. But that's all right. Okay, Joe. Do you have Sub Up? Yes, I do. I didn't bring it with me because it's in a cardboard box. It's very fragile. And then it's 4 LPs, and you've got to take them out. But I just recently recorded like 5 of the tracks. Sub Pop 200 has Mudhoney doing The Rose. That is the best song on that album. The Rose by Bette Midler, but Mark Arm sings it, and Green River's got a song, Hunted Down. Green River's got a great track, and The Rose, get Sub Pop 200 because it is freaking amazing. I love that song. And the 64 Spiders on there. A lot of people from the comp that the comp that we're just talking about was in Sub Pop 200, but not Malfunkshun. Okay, go back to me. Boom. You're gonna watch me put this in the sleeve. I used to hate watching a video and seeing people put it in the sleeve. I mean, who the hell wants to watch that? But I gotta get out of here. I've got records to buy. Actually, there's like a Mexican psychedelic record there that I'm dying to look at and have them play. Okay, sorry, I'll go faster. Okay, another comp. This is, I'm going to guess 89. And I hate when they do that, when they don't show you the record and they look about for a while. So let's put it up. Excuse me. Hard to Believe. Kiss covers. This again was on CZ Records. And I'm going to go like this. Bullet La Volta, Skin Yard, The Melvins, Coffin Break, Nirvana, Do You Love Me? And I have that single. And those are the bands I recognize. Bullet La Volta, Smelly Tongue, I don't know them. Skin Yard, yes. But it's all Kiss covers. That, can you see? I can put that right there. I can go like that. And let's see if I go like this. And then I go here. We're gonna go to Melvin's God of, there's no way they're gonna block this. This is Melvin doing God of Cover. I'm gonna go back. Okay, hopefully they didn't shut me down. That was hard to believe compilation. I gotta go faster. I gotta get out of here. One more compilation. Sub Pop compilation. I never even cleaned this one, but I will take it out of the bag. This is the good one. Fuck Me, I'm Rich. This was 1988, again recorded by Jack and Dino. Mudhoney, Does Touch Me, I'm Sick, Tad, Blood Circus, Swallow, Soundgarden, Mudhoney again, Tad, Blood Circus, Swallow, Soundgarden. I'm going to put that right there, and I will put that over there, and you can see that. All of that, I'm going to go check that we are still live. Guess we're live, I don't know. But this is an interesting comp. Okay, so. Boom. Okay, I gotta go faster. So that's 89. I'm moving. Okay, I'm jumping to 91. This is my old 90s sleeves. This is red vinyl. Again, Jack and Dino. Boom. Nevermind. Baby's kind of a prick. This one is the Dave Geffen. This is 1991. EU first pressing. A1, B2. Whatever the hell that means. A1, B2. First pressing. Europe. When this came out, I bought this CD, and you can actually understood what he was singing. Unlike at Green River Community College, you can understand what he was singing. I liked it. I remember the music video. That was huge, and they did a few live shows by the waterfront downtown Seattle, and everyone went, and it was a big thing. I got a bunch of posters by them, but not right here, but I got them over there. Before that, this was the single, Smells Like Teen Spirit. This is the orange vinyl. Can't tell you what's on the other side because I don't remember, and I'm not going to take. Oh, actually, no. Smells Like Teen Spirit. The other side is Even in His Youth and Aneurysm. I go to Record Safari all the time. It's the closest record. Well, Atomic is the closest to me, but they're not very nice to me. Record Safari is very nice to me. They have lots of stuff. Tomorrow morning, they dropped a bunch of stuff, so I'll probably have to be there at 4 in the morning. But they had this, and very good pricing. This was great. The first rare Nirvana thing I ever got was from Australia, Hormoaning. This was like a tour LP that they gave them. It had different tracks. And I guess I got to show the record. I haven't been showing any records. Actually, no, I'm supposed to look like this. Put that there. Alt tab. And Alt tab over here. Nope. Alt tab again. Now I get it why Chance fumbles around like this because it's a pain. It's difficult. Hormoaning. Boom, boom. This is used to be a big holy grail of mine. It's radio cuts from when they toured. So I do Son of a Gun, Even in His Youth, Molly's Lips, Turn Around, Aneurysm, T7. Aneurysm on this is so good. Before I do that, I'll turn this around. This is original. They released it. They reissued it. I will take that out and go there. Bug says Permanent Records is great. Yeah, Permanent Records is good. I like Permanent Records. Okay, that is the back. And it has their dates from 92 when they were in Australia. Okay, where do we put that back? Yeah, actually, I need like an assistant to go put stuff back in, but some people need a vacation apparently, and they gotta go and do vacation stuff. So I gotta be left here alone. Okay, Willard. Have you heard of Willard? You probably have not heard of Willard. Willard. 1991. The drummer was in Tad. The singer was in H Hour. I went to high school with Mark. He's Mark Spiders. And I forgot the name of his current band. My Name Is Here Somewhere. My friend Jerry, 1991, pressed this EP with Green Gel Records. We thought about this name together in Auburn, Washington. He's now dead, rest in peace. And he got a bunch of money, so he put out a bunch of people's records. And this is one of them. This is an EP. Willard, I think they got signed somewhere and they were on a full OP. We drove to LA in his van, went to Rainbow Records, picked up 500 records, and then brought them back. And that was an interesting experience. And I probably have 7 copies of these, and I have the CD. And it's really a good time of life. And you get it right here. If you look at my videos, you'll hear all of this because I have them up on my channel. It's Willard, and actually they just dropped in their album. Okay, so that was 91. Then we get to Temple the Dog. You know who Temple the Dog is. Chris Cornell, The Unknown, Eddie Vedder. We didn't know who he was. San Diego. Chris Cornell. It was the tribute album to Andy Wood. This is the 1991 Holland version. I just sold my Brazilian one, which I don't know why I did that. I had a couple. I have doubles all the time. Sail to Heaven reached every single song on here is amazing. It was recorded in 1990, and I bet you Jeff Ament did the art. Really good. They played at the off-ramp. They played a few shows, and soon after this, I started collecting a bunch of Pearl Jam stuff and Pearl Jam cassettes, and I still... Temple the Dog, Mother Love Bone and Temple the Dog are really high up on my list. I need the US OG. I don't have it. Had a Brazil. I'm going to get another Brazil back. But Temple the Dog is great. Okay, what do we got here? Hungerstrike. This is Temple the Dog promo. Oh, yeah, promos aren't very good to look at. And this is a 45 RPM, and it is Hungerstrike on both sides. I have a white single test pressing. So they're gone, and now it gets to Pearl Jam, which Pearl Jam in 91, I remember Red Hot Chili Peppers. They had a winter tour in 91 when they kind of first started, like right after Mookie Blaylock. I started collecting all their live cassettes, saw many of their shows. This is the Europe first pressing. And I have to remember, I don't think the vinyl in the US came out to 94, but damn details. I didn't do any prep. Near Mint, Pearl Jam. This was a great album. It still is. It's my favorite album by them. They only got worse after that. I liked them. They were great. That was such a good album, but they did like 2 or 3 albums, and I stopped listening to them until about 2009. It went that long, and now I really like them. I missed the show. I'm in the fan club. I didn't get a chance to get tickets, and kind of aggravating, but what are you gonna do? Pearl Jam, Screaming Trees. This is my favorite. I have all their albums. I only pulled this one, Sweet Oblivion. I think this is what, 92? Nearly Lost You, Dollar Bill, Shadow of the Season. But for me, where is it? They're from Ellensburg, Washington. Well, I'm going to put this over here because this was a vinyl release, but it came out and they just put the CD. Oh, no, wrong button. They put the CD there. That is like the CD. And where is it? Have a time. Every song on here is good, but Nearly Lost You, Shadow of the Season. It was on Seasons. No, singles. Dollar Bill. I love it. I See You. Yield's a good one. I ignored them for so long, but I do like Pearl Jam. But Screaming Trees, most of them are dead. I don't remember seeing them. I better turn that to me. Come on. I don't remember seeing Screaming Trees. It's interesting when people recall, I remember seeing this band in 1975. It was a club. We went to Taco Bell, and then we walked over. I don't know what I had for lunch yesterday. So before I go on to the next one, I guess I have to go back to full screen. I screwed up my view. There it is. And we've got me there. I got to go make sure my mom's not in the chat. Come on, they didn't get... Hey, Joe. Sorry, Joe. They didn't get better. They were still good. And I don't say they got worse, but they didn't improve after 10. They just were good, but they did not improve, in my opinion, after 10. Okay, so this next album, we're almost done. Mad Season. I didn't include any Alice in Chains. I have like 2 originals. Oh, and I have the white label promo of Sap, the one that just came out. The 2 EPs they put on one. I have the white label promo. I forgot to do that. But Mad Season, 96, 97, or 98, they did a show at the Moore. I had tickets, the Moore Theater in Seattle. I had 1 ticket. I couldn't go. I had to work. I was really bummed. I gave it to my brother. He's never heard of Mad Season. He didn't know who they were. He went. They did a video. He is in the video. It's his favorite band to this day. And it's this claim to fame that he was in there and he went to an iconic show. It was amazing. And I hate that I did not go to that show. This is obviously lead singer of Alice in Chains. Voice. I love this album. I think it just got re-released. And that reminds me of, what was that guy's name? Who also sang later ones. I get them confused. Okay. She did not kill Kurt Cobain. She didn't do it. She's really good. I love the earlier albums. This is an original German, 1994, but she did not kill Kurt Cobain. When Kurt Cobain was killed, 1994, April maybe 8, I worked at Cairo TV as an intern, and he died. They went to Seattle Center, and Courtney was on the speaker. The fans were mourning, and she talked to them, and it's like, it's all right, calm down, chill. And she was crying, and I totally remember that. And my assignment was to cut a piece. So on my YouTube, if you search Cairo TV or even Nirvana, you'll see the 3-minute piece that I edited, and it showed Kurt Cobain's house. It talked about the contractor who walked in, but I saw Courtney Love many times. This album especially, I love this album. I saw, we were at the Hollywood Bowl. We were front row, Lana Del Rey, but she opened for Lana Del Rey. So everyone behind us, in front of us, had flower crowns, and they were there for Lana Del Rey, but she opened, and it was great. It was so cool. Her makeup was going down. I've seen her numerous times. I like her, and she did not kill him. He was a drug addict, killed himself. just like all the others. Shit. Okay, in 1996, I was doing television. Seattle Supersonics were going to the playoffs in 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. I was doing audio then, and then I think in 95 or 96, these guys, they had the song Supersonics, so they would go to the game and they'd play the show a lot, and so I really got into them, and I love every song on this album. I don't think I have any more of their albums, but this was a really good slice of time. I moved to LA in '96, but Presidents of the USA. They had the Kitty song, Peaches, Doom. They were wacky, but it was fun, and they signed it, but it's a reissue. Signed with a warp. Okay, a few more records. What time is it? See, all the Holy Grails are going to be gone by the time I get there. Okay. The Boss Martians. The Boss Martians were a surf band. Seattle, they still are a surf band. They've done a few different things, led by Evan. And why am I forgetting Evan's name? Top of my head. Evan Foster. Such a good guitar player. And these guys, I had them come to my house in 2011, and they played in my living room. It was like $1,000. They played in my living room. It was great. And we put a couch, and I just sat there, and we had like 25 people there. And they were so good. I got a video of that somewhere. But I've liked these guys since '92. He's been in Seattle and doing surf, garage, that whole thing. I think his parents were musicians. This is one of their many, many albums. But I've met him numerous times over the years. And my old roommate, Al Milman, he lived in New York. And when I went to Seattle Central Community College in '93, '94, Al Milman, right there, he was my roommate. It was a few blocks away. That's where I met him. He owned Bedazzled Discs, a record store. It was a CD store, and then a record store. And this band was popular in 1977. Urge Overkill did a cover of their song Stitches in My Head in probably 91. And so this is a Munster reissue of all their singles and songs. Well, Evan, just in the past couple years, Evan and Al have been friends for a long time, and I've known them both for a long time. So Al is 71, and they just recorded an album, an EP, 4-song EP, with the Boss Martians of the band, and Al is singing. And we've got a test pressing of that. I am, what do you call that? An executive producer? I don't know. I help them get this pressed. Comes out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This newest, it's the album in Sect. I'm going to be pushing it like everyone else pushes their records. Jack and Dino mastered it. We pressed it. It got a groove. And Evan Foster is guitar, bass, background vocals. His brother Eric is bass, background vocals. And Brian, the Boss Martians. Recorded and mixed and produced by Evan Foster at No Count Studios. Mastered by Jack and Dino. I get a special thanks. 2023, but it's actually coming out in 2 weeks. Okay, so that's that. Al Milman, I think I did a video, Acid Archives video, where we talked about Searching for Elevators. I remember him first playing me Searching for Floor Elevators, and I said, the jug's awful. I hate the jug. And he's like, well, if you don't like the jug, you don't like the Searching for Elevators. I'm like, that's not true, but it was. 2 more. Soundgarden, 2013. This is one of those where they autographed them when you first get there, and you bought them for $75. And so I have all the autographs. I saw all 3 shows at the Wiltern in Los Angeles, 2013. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have all 3 posters somewhere around here. And Chris Cornell rocks. I remember being at Mama's, a Mexican restaurant on 2nd Avenue in Seattle in 1992, 93. And he was in the booth next to us by himself, totally drunk. and the place was packed. No one bugged him. No one talked to him. And he was just blitzed, waiting for someone. And it was really interesting. We were there for like half the meal, and he was just there, drunk out of his mind, and really liked him. There's that. And then this is not grunge, but when this came out, Brandi Carlile, the story, this record has turned out to be very expensive nowadays. I bought it when it came out. Brandi Carlile's Northwest. She plays Zeppelin. She plays Heart. I really like Brandi Carlile. And that is on my records. What time is it? It's 7:40. That is on my records. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much. We've got River Seat right there. I don't know. Did they block me? I don't know if anyone blocked me. We got 6 people watching, so I've been here 62 minutes. So I guess that's it. I guess, let's see. Never had a visitor. Is there anyone there who would pop on and yell at me for something? I'd put you up just because I haven't done that. I'm going to go 20 seconds because I got a delay, and then I'm out of here. I got to pack these things to my car. I could trade all these and see what I get. Okay, well, no, that's it. I think probably the Jazz Bums are still on. You can go watch the Jazz Bums, or maybe Patrick streams on. Thank you for watching. This is my first big live stream with a bunch of records. Have a good night, and hopefully I find some good records at the record show. And let's see if I know how to turn it off. That's it. Peace out. Still peace out.